You already know what it's about. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. Yesterday, I caught the 60 minutes, the 60 minutes with the legendary round mound, I believe that's the nickname, Mr. Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley, as of this record, I'm doing this on August 2nd, 2023, and it was recently, as of this recording, Charles Barkley did 60 minutes, and it lasted, the video was like 11 minutes, and I remember like at the end of it, there was actually a lot of things I learned about Charles Barkley that I didn't know about him. I didn't know that there was actually an ongoing beef with him and Jordan and, all sorts of drama, whatever. But anyway, last thing, that he dropped the mic, the interview ended with him speaking about his granddaughter and how that having I believe he has a granddaughter, either a grandson or a granddaughter, I can't remember. But he says that that's the greatest thing that's ever happened to him in his life, is that he is with this grandbaby, and this grandbaby has been this amazing, one of the most amazing thing that's ever happened to him in his life. And he said it, and we all know Charles Barkley. He doesn't bullshit you. He's straight shooter. He very rarely, not ever actually, is gonna bullshit you, especially when the camera's on. So I believe that he said it in a very believable way. And he said, look, when that grandbaby gets older, I want her to be able to Google her granddaddy and see what he's like. Really Google him and see all the things that he's accomplished. And that brings me to today's Move Swiftly thought in regards to when someone looks you up, when someone Googles you, when you're youngins, the people coming behind you look you up, what exactly are they gonna find? Are you leaving a legacy? Are you leaving little breadcrumbs? Are you leaving a trail that the next person coming up behind you is going to be like, man, my so-and-so, my uncle, my grandfather, my father, whoever did something great. Mother, aunt, doesn't matter. Whoever is coming up behind you, can they Google you, all right? Seeing that it's been 2 weeks now since I've been with the trash talking trackies. Wednesday, the way it works now is I look to see, because I actually listen to them when it comes to putting all this mileage on my legs, and if it's too much, if the workout's too much, they usually post them on Facebook. If the workout's too much, I've learned to say, look, I'm gonna cut myself off. So today it was too much, and I did a quick 2-mile shakeout run after a 15-miler yesterday. But anyway, I remember Mary, who runs the workout, she was telling me, I asked her directly, what got you into working out? What got you into these races? What got you into doing all of this work? And, the first person that she thought of was her father. She was like, look, it was my dad. My dad was doing it. And every time I introduce him to people, my dad talks about how he was number one in this race. He came in first here. He did this, he did that. And, you see the daughter picking up the same way. And I'm very much the same way myself. It was my mother who I first saw, who first introduced me to running, first introduced me to working out and getting my body right on my own. The first race that I think I've ever attended actually was my mother doing the 3-day breast cancer walk with Evian. And unfortunately she lost her mother, my grandmother, to breast cancer, and that was one of the things that inspired me to do it. And this is what I mean when I say, are you going to be someone that, when your youngins look you up, right? When your youngins look you up and see what you're all about, are you going to be someone that makes them proud? And these are the questions that you got to consistently ask yourself every day when it comes to how you live your life. Very important concept to grasp that Charles Barkley actually brought up, and he brought to the world's attention on that 60 Minutes interview. And I just wanted to relay that message on to you guys, all right? Main website to check out to dive deeper into my work, makeyourmove.com. That's makeyaMove.com. It is a one-stop shop for all your teamwork and your self-development needs. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.